You are welcome in Jesus' name. Let's do well to invite as many as we can invite. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Don't mind the way I'm dressed. Can you hear me? If you can hear me very clearly, just let me know. Just let me know. So today, like I said, our teaching of today is on relationship. On relationship. Please, if you're online and you can hear me, please, you can let me know. You can let me know. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. We are actually diving into relationship. Relationship is one of the important topics in our time, and it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that it is not everybody cannot talk on relationship. It's quite unfortunate that not everybody has the ability to talk on relationship because we cannot give what we don't have. We cannot give you. Somebody cannot give what he doesn't have. It's like when you ask. It's like asking a rapist to talk about relationship, or an abuser to talk about relationship. So you understand that person might not know what to really talk about. Might not know what to really talk about. So I want to take this time for us to look into some things. I wish a lot of people are here to listen and to hear. I'm actually not seeing most of the most things here because of the kind of gadget I'm using. So, but that notwithstanding, I want us to see the Bible, Songs of Solomon, chapter 2, Songs of Solomon, chapter 2, 14 and 15. Songs of Solomon, chapter 2, 14 and 15. I read, O my dove, in the cliffs of the rock, in the secret places of the cliff, let me see your face. Let me hear your voice. For your voice is sweet, and your face is lovely. 15. Catch us the foxes, the little foxes that spoils the vine. For our vine have tender grapes. For our vine have tender grapes. My emphasis is on catching the foxes, the little foxes that spoils the vine. He said, for our vine have tender grapes. If you don't catch those foxes, if you don't take off those things that destroys our relationship, definitely a relationship will not stand. If you don't take it out, if you don't take it off, a relationship will not stand. So on this premise, we are actually working towards removing the forces that spoils the vine, the forces that spoils the vine. So that's what we are dealing with today. That's what we are dealing with today. So let's go. I would want to say so many things regarding relationship, and I would also want to employ us to ask questions where you need to ask questions. I want to, as an opening, I want to say few things as an opening, what will guide our discussion in what we are talking about. I want to say a few things. Number one is this: you are not yet qualified. Any man, any woman is not yet qualified if you cannot control yourself. For a man, you are not yet qualified for a relationship if you cannot control yourself physically. For a woman, you are not yet qualified for a relationship if you cannot control yourself emotionally. I repeat, you are not yet qualified for a relationship if you cannot control yourself physically. This is for a man. And you are not yet qualified for a relationship if you cannot control yourself emotionally. This is for the ladies. Now, let me start. The theme of what we are talking about is, why am I heartbroken? Men are heartbroken in a relationship. Women are heartbroken in a relationship. So that's why we read from where we've read Songs of Solomon, chapter 2, in verse 15. It says, help us to catch the foxes, the little foxes that spoils the vine. So there are foxes, little foxes that spoils the vine in our relationships, that makes us most times to be heartbroken. So those are the things we are going to deal on, or things I'm going to be talking about. Why am I heartbroken in a relationship? I want to give some spotlight into reasons why most people are heartbroken in a relationship. I want to start from the ladies' angle. I want to start from the ladies' angle, then I will come to the men's angle, and after which we will bring it to a concluding point. So I want to start, why are ladies heartbroken in a relationship? Why am I heartbroken in a relationship? The first thing you have to understand as a woman is this: your body is like a lotto. Your body is like a rifle draw. And when a man is involved in playing rifle draw or lotto, when a man gets involved in playing rifle draw or lotto, the man will keep on playing until he wins. Most times, somebody that loves to play lotto or rifle draw, most times they want to quit, but because they've not won anything in it, they want to keep on playing until they win. So whenever they wins, they quit. So one of the reasons why you are heartbroken is that you are like an agent in a rifle draw shop, or you are like an agent in a lotto shop who gives the winning number so quick to the player. So when you give the winning number so quick, the person wins and quit. So you think by giving the winning number that you will retain the customer, but not knowing that the customer had already decided, because he has spent much money in playing and not winning. So he had decided that once he wins, he quits. And to you, you think, if I give him the winning number, I will retain him as a customer, not knowing that he has already decided that once I win, I'm going to quit. So you make the mistake of giving out the winning number to a customer you thought that when the winning number is given, they will be retained, not knowing that the customer actually have decided the moment I win, I will quit. So you gave out the winning number so quick, and it makes the customer to quit. So when the customer quits, you are now in a verge of regretting, or in a verge of heartbroken, because you don't see the customer anymore. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this: don't give in so quick. If not, you will be heartbroken. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Let's invite others. All right. I want to know how many people online. Let's keep inviting people. Let's share. Let's share. Okay. Number 2 is this. A man controls the pace. A man controls the pace of the relationship. A man controls the pace of the relationship. Women have to understand the fact that a man controls the pace of the relationship. You don't take the wheel. A man is the driver. You don't turn yourself to the driver. If you turn yourself to the driver, a man will definitely look for another car to drive, because a man is meant to control the pace of the relationship. A man is the pilot. A man is the captain. A man is the driver. And he should be meant to be, not the woman. You can't change it. You can't change it. Now, let me drop this. Any man that is comfortable for a woman, or to a woman taking charge of the relationship in terms of payment, in terms of spending, in terms of taking care of the man, in terms of taking the man out for dinner and all that, any man that is comfortable to allow a woman to take the wheel of the relationship has actually converted the woman to a sugar mommy. Any man that is comfortable seeing a woman spending for him, taking him out for dinner, paying his rentals and all that, any man that is comfortable getting those things, the woman should understand that the man has actually converted her to a sugar mommy. I hope you are getting that. So the man is the controller. The man is the controller of the relationship. So allow him to do that, and allow that man to do it in his own pace, at his own speed. When I mean at his own speed, at his own expense. Don't push him against what he cannot spend. Don't push him against what he can spend. Don't push him against the amount he can spend. Allow him to do it at his own pace. If you are in a car where somebody is driving you to a place, don't control the speed of the car. Allow the driver to go on the speed he can handle. If he wants to drive on 60 kilometers per hour, allow him. If he wants to drive on 80 speedometer, just allow him. If he wants to drive at 100, just allow him. Allow him the speed he can control. Don't put pressure on him. Make sure you allow him to drive no matter the knowledge you have, no matter the wisdom you have, no matter what is residing in your mind, always understand the fact that the man is the driver and allow him to drive according to the speed he can handle. Now, if he wants a suggestion from you and request for a suggestion, then you can give him the suggestion and say, please, you can accelerate, you can do this, you can do that. If not, please allow the man the space and the pace that he can handle. I'm trying to drop some things that will form our whatever we are talking. Now, to a man, don't mistake dating a woman with sexual advancement. There is difference between dating and sexual advancement. Don't mistake dating a woman. For you to date, you have to first of all control your emotion, your physical self. You have to take control of your physical self, because relationship grows with time. Relationship grows with time. I look at some people who just come to a woman and say to a woman, how are you? I like you. I want us to be friends. How does it, what does it make sense? You just met a woman and say, wow, sister, I just saw you and I like you. The way you are looking, the way you are, you just appear so beautiful. In fact, I just saw you and I just fell in love. I want us to be friends. You are nothing but a maroon. You don't know what you are doing. Always find, when you see somebody you like, everybody you like in this world, everybody you are thinking your mind is on, has something that they really needed to be solved in their lives. So the moment you become a solution to the person, being a solution is a message to the person that actually you can take the person to anywhere in life. So provide service before asking out. What is it that is lacking? It's like you went to somebody's house, maybe a friend, and you wanted to go and play football. And when you got to there, I said, man, let's go and play football. Not actually checking the mood of the person and knowing whether the person is head, feet, and all that. When you understand, when you go to somebody's house, you wanted to go to play ball and discover that your friend is having a severe headache. What are you going to do? Will you say, let's go and play football, or will you go and get a medication for him to calm his nerves down before telling him what you actually came for? So you don't just dive into some things, because women takes time to love. Women takes time to love. So you try to solve some problems, you try to know what is their need, you try to go by their needs before you actually talk about dating, before you actually talk about anything. You have to go by their needs before you talk about anything. Don't just see a woman and say, wow, I like you, can we be friends? I don't think I've ever said that, even to my wife. Till today, I never told my wife I want us to be friends. I only looked in her to see what she was lacking, and I decided to provide. So others were coming to say, let's meet here, let's go here, let's do this, let's do that. She never heard it. And to her, she was like, anytime this man opens his mouth to say such a thing, I will just count him like every other person. But it never came out of my mouth, and I didn't say that. 3. I'm building it up. If you are not ready for responsibility, don't start a relationship. If you are not ready for responsibility, please don't start a relationship. If you are not ready for a responsibility, please don't start a relationship. An irresponsible man cannot handle a relationship. An irresponsible man cannot handle a relationship. Please, I want you to keep just share this live stream. Let other people be part of what we are doing. Just take this moment and share. Start a live stream. Let other be part of what we are doing. So what we are sharing. So if you are not ready to take responsibility, please don't start a relationship. The greatest strength a man can show in life, in relationship is to say, I am not yet ready, than going into something and running away prematurely. The greatest strength of a man in any situation is to say, I'm not yet ready for this. So if you are not yet ready to go into a relationship, if you are not yet ready to take the responsibility of loving someone, of starting a relationship, please indicate and quietly stay on your own. Quietly stay on your own. So the greatest respect you have is to say, no, I'm not yet ready, than diving into something prematurely and running off, bringing a bad image to your person. So to ladies, so I want you to share, share so other person can. I want you to share. I've only seen 2 persons have shared. I want us to share. If you are listening, just share this live stream. Let others be part of what we are saying. Now to ladies, why am I heartbroken? Why am I heartbroken? The first reason why most ladies are heartbroken in a relationship is this. Ladies think honesty means telling it all. Ladies, you think that being honest to a man is telling it all. You want to tell everything about yourself. You want to tell everything about your past. You want to tell everything you know. It's like when you go for a job interview and the interviewer asks you, can you tell us about yourself? When they ask you, can you tell us about yourself? They don't want you to start telling them your family background. I was born in a poor family. My father was a hunter. My mother was a school teacher, and I dropped out of school. Later, I started skilled job. No. Those scraps are not needed. When the company asks you, can we know about you? They want to know from you how valuable you can be to the company. So most ladies are heartbroken in a relationship when they think that honesty is telling everything the way it is, telling the man everything about, no, I just have to tell them. It's like, just take for an instance, you met a man and you people are going, you start telling the man, do you know that I've had 20 abortions? I've had 20 abortions, and my family actually, they are suffering from spirit of madness, and but now I am a Christian. So what do you think the man can do? You've actually given the man a very deep red card to actually quit the moment you start doing all those things, because the man actually came for fun. He just want to be happy with you. So you don't think that being honest is telling it all. Don't think that being honest is telling it all. So you are heartbroken in a relationship when you think that being honest is telling it all. Number 2, you are heartbroken in a relationship when you are talking too much. When you are talking too much. When a lady talks too much, a man sees the lady as a noise maker. When a lady talks too much in a relationship, a man sees the lady as a noise maker. And any lady that talks too much will always want to get into argument with a man. The lady will always want to, or will always get into argument with a man. And most men are not interested in those things. So you wonder why after you take time to argue and to, no, this is this. Let me tell you something. When you are trying to tell him something, you are actually losing him out. Let me tell you something. I know what I'm talking about. Because you talk too much, you become so repugnant to the man that he can't come again. He became less interested in you because he knows anytime he comes to you, you bug him with talk. A lot of issues that has no base, a lot of argument that has no base, so most times you win the argument, but you lose the relationship. Most times you win the argument, but definitely you lose the relationship. So you keep wondering, why is it that men just come and they go? Men don't stay. Why? Does it mean I'm not beautiful? Does it mean I'm not okay? Does it mean I'm not, nice and all that? No, you have all the qualities that bodily formation can bring, but you talk too much. You talk too much. Number 3. Why am I heartbroken? Number 3. It is Friday morning, and a man calls you on phone and says to you, can we go out Friday night, in the night? And you are free. And you say, sure, I'm free. Let's go. You know what that tells? It shows you have no value. It shows you don't have anything that occupies your mind. And the man has no respect and will never have respect for you. How can a man from Monday to Friday, he had no time to call you, to take you out until Friday morning, and he calls you on phone and says to you, are you free in the evening? And you say, sure, I am free. Okay, you come and pick me up. Sometimes they will even invite you to their houses. No, it's never done the way. It's never done that way. When a man sees that you are a quick fix that can get you at any simple step it takes, it can never value you. He can never value you. He can never value you. So, another thing you have to understand why most women Another thing is why most women are heartbroken is this. You had a first great date with a man, a first outing. Because you had a first great date, you decided now to call the man for a second date. You had the first great date, you decided to call the man for a second date. Hey, I love our last outing. Can we go out again? you are not making the suggestion. Remember what I said when I was dropping the tips that guys, whatever we are talking about. I said the man is the driver of the car called relationship. The man is the driver. Allow him to move at his pace. Allow him to drive at his speed. Allow him to accelerate the way he can handle. Unless he asks you for suggestion. I'm seeing a question here. Can you make the question plain? You mean women need to be blind, even men are doing nonsense? Make it plain. I will answer the questions. Just make it plain. I want to understand it. Reframe the question in a way I will understand. I'm going to answer every question. Another thing is, you think the fastest a man knows about you, the faster he clicks with you or he's knitted with you. You think the fastest a man knows about you, the faster he will just be knitted with you. No. It's not done that way. It's not done that way. It's not done that way. The same way a woman might not be willing to date a man who comes to her and say to her, I love you, but I just want to tell you something. I want to tell you everything about myself. I am a kidnapper, and last few weeks I went for an operation and had somebody kidnapped. So when I was trying to cool the person, it was so aggressive, and unfortunately I shot the person and the person died. I'm just trying to tell you this because I just want to be honest with you. I just want to tell you about myself so that you can take me the way I am. What do you think the lady can do? What do you think the lady would do? Some lady can even call police on you. So the same way a lady can run away from a man who tells it all or tells it very fast, is the same way a man can leave a woman who meets a man, and be on that same day or within a short period of time, she tells the man everything about herself. I will tell you why you lose, or you will lose the man. I will tell you why you lose, or you will lose the man. While we proceed, the next thing is this. You will always be heartbroken as a woman or a lady if you are loved by every guy. If you are friends with everybody. Oh, everybody likes you. Every man likes you. You are every guy's best friend. Then you are nobody's best friend. You are everybody's best friend means you are nobody's best friend. At the end of the day, you are only a bar or a restaurant that everybody comes to eat from but never owns. You are a restaurant that everybody comes to eat from but never owns. So if you make yourself every guy's best friend, just know that you are just like a stream people comes to collect from. Nobody owns it. And within a short period of time, men are very, very intelligent. Within a very short period of time, all those best friends of yours may get to know each other and know the part they are playing in you. And none of them will ever take you serious. They will only take you serious based on the angle they are benefiting from you. They will only take you serious based on the angle they are benefiting from you. So if you are every guy's best friend, bear it in mind that you are nobody's friend. Another thing that makes you heartbroken is telling your secrets. I have said it before. I want to re-emphasize it. Telling your secret. When you tell your secret, you portray yourself as somebody that can never be trusted. Let me tell you something. Most men are not ready to deal with your secrets and your trauma, all the things you've experienced in the past, all the things you have had in the past. Most people are not ready to deal with it. Like I said earlier, it's like coming to tell somebody who just saw you and think, this lady is beautiful. I think I have to start a good relationship with this person. This person is so nice. This person is so cool. Now the person approaches you and he says, tell me about yourself. When they say, tell me about yourself, you are not, they are not telling you to tell it all. They are not telling you. The question is not tell me your secret. Tell me what you've done in the past. Tell me about yourself. You can just brief it. I am, if the person doesn't know your name, tell me about yourself. I'm Emmanuel, and I love reading. I love making people laugh. I love hanging out. I have a job, I have a 6 hours job per day, and I live in so place with some of my friends, and most times I hang out alone or with some of my few friends to a greener pasture where I can, have some fresh air. I love nature, and I am family oriented. That's all. You make it brief. Not tell me about yourself. You say, about myself, you just laugh. About myself, about where will I start? Okay, let me just be frank with you. I'm a hot-tempered person. I am hot-tempered person, and I don't tolerate nonsense. And what again? I'm also, let me just tell you, I have made mistake in the past. Everybody makes mistake because I've done some abortions. I've done this. I've done that. My family this, that. No. You are telling off. No, nobody asks you to go and dig out a buried corpse. Nobody is asking you to go and dig out a buried corpse. When you dig out a buried corpse, it will stink. And when it stinks, nobody wants to stay where an environment stinks. So most times you go back, you bring up things, you will unearth things that stings. And when it stings, nobody wants to stay around you. Nobody wants to stay with you. Nobody wants to dine around you because your past, most of us, our past stinks. So keep the past to the past. Keep the past to the past. That's why people tell you most ladies that their relationships ends in marriage are people that knows how to package themselves, people that knows how to keep to their secrets, people that knows how to keep some things. So you know why? You don't bring things. The more relationship matures, the little you bring out your secrets. If relationship does not mature, if relationship has not grown, you are not meant to say it all. You are not meant to reveal your secret. And relationship can take 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year to mature. So if the relationship have not matured, you don't need to say your secret. All you have to do is to keep some things down. But while the relationship is maturing, you can be bringing up some things. There are things my wife tells me now that if she had told me when we were dating, I would have run away, or I may have a second thought, or I may delay going into full marriage to see whether those things can be corrected. But she kept those things. She kept it. So wisdom requires you to keep some certain secret so that you can enjoy the moment and see where the tomorrow is leading you to. I don't know if I'm making sense. All right. So keep the secret. So these are the little forces that spoils the vine. Little forces that spoils the vine. Now, women listening to me, or ladies listening, how do you protect yourself in a relationship? After this, I will come to the men. How do you protect yourself in a relationship? Number one, you have to be mysterious. Whether you are a man or you are a woman, in every relationship you are, you have to be mysterious. You have to be mysterious. What do I mean? What do I mean? For you to be valued in a relationship, you have to be mysterious. Ladies, listen. Men love challenge. Don't make it easy for them. Men love challenge. Like in my house, I have 3 kids. My first son is 5 years. My daughter is 3 years old. Now, my daughter loves to watch normal cartoon where they just dance. My son used to love that. But at this present moment, at his 4-5 years, we discovered that my son don't love to watch those things anymore. Now, my son, what he loves now is very hardcore games. Most times, almost all the times, the games my son plays at his age might take me months to learn how to play. He can play those games from 12 midnight until 5 a.m. He knows how to on the laptop. He knows how to download the games. He knows how to play it. In fact, my wife's phone, he has downloaded hundreds of games that he plays. We don't know how he goes to the site. We don't know how he does it. Now, if we leave them at the sitting room, he takes the remote of the television, and he pushes a very tough game. My little boy will start crying. The sister will start crying. You know why? To him, this is inbuilt in men. It's inbuilt in men. The Y chromosome in a man's life is built for challenge. Is built for adventure. It is built for inquiry. A man wants to know. So when a woman does not make herself mysterious to a man, she appears cheap to a man. She appears valueless to a man. And when you appear valueless to a man does not spend money on something he does not value. A man cannot spend money, a man cannot spend time on something he does not value. The highest a man can do to any woman that is not mysterious is to change the woman to a commodity. The man will convert the woman to a commodity. What do I mean? So the man doesn't come to you every time. It is whenever he needs something from you as a commodity, he comes and collect those things. Like we have 99, we have 7-Eleven. Those are where commodities are sold. So I don't go to 99. I can't just go to 99 when I don't need anything from 99. So when I need something from 99, I will just go to 99. I pick those things. I pick it and I pay. So the man sees you as a barter, something he can exchange something to, because you never made yourself to be mysterious. So for you to be valued, for you to have retention in your relationship, for a man to retain you in your relationship, try to be mysterious. Try to be mysterious. Understand that men love to pursue, men love adventure, men love to inquire, men love to find out things. So for you to make them to keep finding it out, keep stretching them. Keep stretching them. Keep stretching them. A man can ask a woman to explain an issue for 1 year. You just tell me something. Say, no, I will tell you another time. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not now. It's like when a man comes to a woman and he wants to marry a woman, and he said, please, I have prayed. I want us to get married. And the woman tells the man, okay, I will pray about it. A man can be asking a woman, have you prayed for 2 years? Have you prayed for 2 years? But do you know a woman can lose a marriage or a relationship the moment a man say, can you marry? And say, yeah, he just, for an instant, he say yes. Or sometimes you see some ladies asking a man, where is this relationship leading to? What is your mind? Why must you be so fast? Why must you be so inquisitive? You say, where is this relationship? And any woman that asks such a question has actually lost it on the table of negotiation. You have lost it on the table of negotiation. So for you to be mysterious, you have to present yourself to men as a challenge. Men love challenge. Men love challenge. Secondly, learn to hold back. Learn to hold back. You have to learn to hold back. Don't just spill all your personal information to a guy. Learn to hold back. The same way to men, learn to hold back. Most marriages, most relationships have collapsed because men does not know how to hold back. Some men don't actually tell their wives how much they have in the bank. Some men don't actually tell their wives most of the properties they have. They just project themselves. Hence, a man can provide for the family. That's all he wants the woman to know. I can provide for your need. I can provide for the family needs. Everything you want, I can provide for everything you want. So they have checked the woman, they have seen and they have known that they may lose this marriage, they may lose this relationship if they open up to this woman on the condition that is presently ravaging the relationship. So they want to keep things down. They want to keep things down. Because a woman is controlled by what they hear. A woman is controlled by what they hear. So you have to understand. You have to hold back. You have to hold back. Don't spill everything out. Don't spill everything out. Your relationship, your woman might stick with you, your man might stick with you when you spill everything out, but might be going for a second trial or might be checking somebody out while they are with you. Because you have let them know that, man, I don't have what it takes to sustain this. Everything is falling apart. And you know everybody needs security. So they want to secure their lives. They want to secure their future. So they can do anything to secure that. So you have to hold back. You have to hold back. And most times, ladies, you have to be careful. Most times, men use spilling it out to steal from you. When a man sees that you have money, when a man sees that you are okay, they will tell you, I just lost all my money, this, that, you know. See, the fact is, if a man is not responsible in a relationship, leave the man. A man, if you are not if you don't want to take up responsibility, don't go into any relationship. And if a man is comfortable, like I've said, if a man is comfortable seeing you as a woman, spending money in a relationship, spending for him, doing everything, he's cleanly comfortable with it, not doing anything about it. You are the one paying his renters. I'm not talking about when you are married. I'm just talking about you are in a relationship and you are the one spending for this man and is 100% comfortable with it. The man has already converted you as a sugar mommy. You go for a date. First time you are the one that paid. Second time you are the one that paid. The man never do anything to pay. Be careful. Always pick and choose what you say in a relationship. Always pick and choose what you say. Give the guy something to hunt for. Give the guy something to hunt for. Always pick and choose what to say in a relationship. Make yourself an adventure for him to seek. Keep everything simple and short. Make yourself an adventure for a man to seek. Make yourself an adventure. A man has to sort for you. Keep everything short and simple. Ever wonder why a man, like I told us, men love challenge. So don't make it easy for them. When you make it easy for them, you lose. You lose. You see yourself in, if you keep making it easy for men, before at the end of the year or within 5 years, you see yourself that you've dated over 20 to 50 men and none of them sticks to you. Because you are making things, it's not that you are not good looking, it's not that you don't have the body shape, it's not that you are not well built. No, that's not what we're talking about. But what is actually coming out of you, the output is what is so destroying in the relationship. You are making it so easy for them. You are making, like I said before, I said women are like lotto. when a man is playing lotto game or rifle game, he will keep on playing until he wins. In fact, some men are addicted to lotto not because they want to get addicted, just because they have not won any prize. They say, for all the money I've spent, I've not really won. I will quit the moment I win. And it will be unfortunate for the owners of the lotto game to give this customer who had decided within him that the moment he wins, he quits, you now go to him and give him the winning game. And say, hey, customer, we know that you've been playing this lotto for quite a long time. You've been our customer for over 5 years and you've not really won. We have a secret number that we know that when you play it this week, you will actually win. And you just say, oh, go. They just want to retain you as you just give out the winning number. The man takes the winning number and he wins. He goes. You know why he goes? He does not want to keep on spending again because he knew how much it took him to actually get the number you've given him. So he said, simple. He goes, he leaves you and go for another adventure. He leaves you to go to another adventure. So no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, keep things short and simple. Always put restriction. Restriction will make people to stay. It won't push them away. So don't make the game of love and relationship easy for a man. Make a man to fight for it. Let him fight for it. Make him fight for it. Don't make it easy. Never, never, never you make it easy. The game of relationship. Never you make it easy for a man. One of the reasons that will make you know whether a man is really into you is to know how much effort the man is willing to put in the relationship. To know how much effort he puts into the relationship. That's one of the reasons why you should know. One of the reasons why you should know whether a man is really into you or interested in you is to know how much effort a man will put into the relationship, mostly when a restriction is applied. When a restriction is applied. The little forces that spoils the vine. If a man can spend money on you without demanding for a payoff, just know he has no value for you. If a man, anytime a man spends money on you, they want a payoff. They want a hug, they want a kiss, they want a touching, massage. Just because they took you on a date. Just know it has no value. He's just taking you as a commodity. I know someone back then in the university, he likes to take women out for lunch and all that. And this guy has notebooks, 20 leaves, notebooks. Whatever he spends on you, he writes it down. Whatever he spends, he writes it down. Whatever he spends, he writes it down. So to him, the moment he takes you to bed, You have paid for whatever he has spent. So he actually had no value for all those people or whatever he was doing. He has ulterior motive and intention for doing those things. And some persons sees him as a very likable, good person, not knowing that within his cliques, his friends knows his kind of attitude. So when those ladies come and they're enjoying, and most of us like, this person don't even know the end point of this. She doesn't actually know that a book has actually been opened for her. So the man kept on writing down all the money, and most of them, he would tell his friend that I will not spend more than this amount on this woman until I get what I want. So he sees you as a commodity. So if a man cannot pay, cannot give, or cannot spend money on you without asking for a payoff, a return gesture, let it go. Don't accept excuses from any man that can never plan anything. A man calls you on phone and say, I want us to go to a date. Do you have any place in mind? Do you have any place in mind? He said, I want us to go. And he's asking you, do you have any place in mind? He has no plan. He has no plan. No. So don't spend too much time on it. So by applying this, you are building your value. You are building your social value. You are regaining respect. Giving your affection right away to a man does not make a man see you as valuable. And it doesn't make him like you the more. If you say, what I've just done now, it's not that I like to do it, just that I just like you. The man will see you as cheap, valueless, very cheap. What would have taken him years to achieve, you just release it on a flick of a hand, at the flick of the head. He leaves you and go for another person, or he starts disrespecting you. He starts disrespecting you. The same way a woman will respect any man, the same way a woman will respect any man that provides for her needs, that gives her everything she wants without asking anything in return, is the same way men respect any woman that holds back without giving it so cheap. No matter, they may say so many things, their face may appear so annoying before you, behind you, they respect you. They respect you. Most especially, when they find out that you don't only do it to them, but that this is the principle you have laid out for your life. Not that you just see this one, you say, no, I can't do anything. Some people or some ladies, when they come to a church, maybe they wanted to get married or anything, they appear to be an angel in the church, while outside they are messing around. So when brothers come to them, they pretend like an angel that God just created the moment the day breaks, and at the end of the day outside you see them messing around. No. We've had cases where right back in school where a lady so committed, so zealous in the things of God, but before our graduation we discovered that a court guy actually impregnated her and they were living together. But if a man discovers that your restriction is generalized, they gives you respect. They gives you respect. They gives you respect. So don't try it. Don't give your affection to a guy right away. It doesn't make him value you. It doesn't make him like you the more. You know what you just did? You just gave a prize. You just handed a prize without making him fight for it. Have you ever seen an athlete won a prize without running? Have you ever seen a team won a cup without playing football? Have you ever seen a boxer won a bet without fighting in the ring? Have you ever seen a wrestler won a championship without wrestling? Have you ever seen a politician won an election without contesting? You didn't contest. You didn't even vie for the position. You are just sleeping in your house. You just you become a leader. We call it cube d'etat, and the people that does it are military people. So you don't give a prize to somebody who never fought for it. You don't give a prize to somebody who never fought for it. Be you a man, be you a woman. You don't. There are some women that all they are doing is to make sure, oh, this guy is so cute, this guy is so nice, I want to spend time with this guy. They just get what they want. No, don't give a prize without a contest. You don't give a prize without a contest. Somebody has to fight for something before something has to be given. You have to see yourself as a precious prize. The Bible says you are a peculiar person, a royal priesthood. A royal priesthood. You are peculiar. So you don't just dash yourself out to somebody who never contested for it, who never fought for it, who never did anything. You just saw somebody today. You just meet somebody today, the person talks to you today, takes you to the bed today, and mess up with you today, and you say you have value? You don't have any value. You don't have any value. So for you to gain a prize, you have to fight for it. You've got to fight for the prize. Without fighting for the prize, you can't win any. Without contesting, you can't win any prize. Whether it's a hug, whether it's a kiss, whether it's touching, no. All those things are prizes, because prize has categories. We have gold, we have silver, we have bronze. We also have diamond. We have gold, we have diamond, we have silver, we have bronze. So hugging might be bronze, kissing might be silver, romancing might be gold, while sexual intercourse might be diamond. So you just see a man, you just go to your house and bring diamond and dash the person. How? You think the man will value you? So anytime he needs diamond, he comes back. Anytime he needs diamond, he comes back. And you might be thinking the man can take you home as permanently, or as the wife of the mother of the children of his children. No. The man sees you as a diamond distributor. There is no value. When there is no value, there is no retention. I can't retain, I can't keep a property that is not valuable. He said, in a king's house there are vessels. Some are vessels unto honor, some are vessels unto dishonor. He said, how you now make yourself will determine how you will be valued in a king's house. He said, if you make yourself valuable, you will be used for the master, you will meet the master's use. You will meet the master's use. So you don't give out prizes for people who never contested for anything. Now listen, there are three types of men. There are three kinds of men. And how are you going to discover this type of men? Because every woman that is growing up will definitely see men that will approach her. Will approach them. Every woman growing up will see a man. Definitely men will be approaching you while you are growing up. Men will advance. They want to know more about you. They want to take you out. They want to do this. They want to do that. That is natural. The same way, so we have the men are categorized into three. We have window shoppers, we have testers, we have buyers. The same way you go to shopping malls, you have window shoppers, we have testers, we have buyers. And buyers are very, very few. Window shoppers are much in numbers. So window shoppers are time wasters. They waste your time, they waste your opportunity. When a window shopper is in your shop, if window shoppers are crowded in your shop, they can scare the real buyers away, because the buyers might think, oh, these people are busy attending to customers, not knowing that all the people inside the shop are window shoppers. So how can the owner of the shop decides to dash a cloth to a window shopper who never intended to buy a cloth from his house? He had no intention from his house that he was going to buy anything. How? Anything you give a window shopper has no value to a window shopper, because he does not know what he is going out for. He doesn't know what he's going out for. He doesn't know what he's coming to buy. He just say, they just take a trip. They go to a shopping mall. What they are going there is just go around. The only thing a window shopper achieves in a shopping mall is taking pictures. Taking pictures. And they do it by using other people's service. Please, can you just help me snap me? Say, sure. They snap the window shopper. A window shopper goes to a nice car and take a nice picture. Outside window shopper, we have testers who goes to shop. They are the one that devalues the price of a commodity. Testers devalues the price of a commodity. Because the real buyers will always want the ones that have not been tested. So, if every buyer is demanding the ones that have not been tested, in the next 3 months, you will see those tested clothes or tested commodities, you will see those on display being sold on a cheaper rate. And they are the same quality with the ones that were not tested. So men comes to women's life as window shoppers. They waste your time. They call you every day. How are you doing? I just called to chat you up. I just called to know how you are doing. Have you eaten? This, that. I just say hi. Can we go out? This, that. That's windows. They have nothing, no relational inclination, nothing valuable they are doing with you. They are just window shoppers. They are happy staying around you. They are just happy staying around you. They are just window shoppers. So other people, the next stage is the testers. They are the ones that say, no, how can I marry a woman I've never tested? How can I marry a woman? I must do test run. Now the question is, how many people have gone to a car dealer shop to say, I want to buy the car that has been test driven? How many people? Can you buy a test run car, but you want to test run? So you see, they want to test run. We are in a relationship. Everything is okay. That's why I said, women, you have to be mysterious. Don't give in so fast. Apply restriction. Because when you allow everybody to test run, when they want to buy, they will buy the one that is chassis. So people say, no, I cannot buy a car without first of all test driving it. How? Are you test driving it to know whether the seat is compatible with your body, or your leg is compatible with the brake, or what? At the end of the day, after test driving, you also demand for new chassis that has never been test driven. But the one you test drive, you cannot take it home. You can't take it home. So who loses at the end of the day? The one that allowed herself to be test driven. So the moment people keep this test driving, the moment people keep test driving, the more you are losing value. 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 And at the end of the day, nobody will accept to purchase it. So it sounds like solid reason for people to have sex in a relationship. You want to know if the woman is sexually compatible with you. Sexually compatible. You know you are deceiving yourself. You know you carry the spirit of deception. You want to know. Some will say, I want to know if she can bear children. How? Are you God? How? Do you know whether you are potent? You want to know whether it can bear children. And gullibly, you see some people falling for it. You know, just, no. Love increases in a relationship when sexual intercourse is avoided. Quote me anywhere. Love increases with respect and honor in a relationship when sexual intercourse is avoided. So, when you see these three kinds of men or three kinds of people, the window shoppers, the testers, and the buyers, how do you identify them and how do you avoid them? By applying restriction. By applying restriction. By applying restriction. This cannot be done while this is happening. This cannot be done while this is happening. This cannot be done. See, the moment a window shopper comes, a window shopper goes out with time. They hang around. When they see that you stuck to your principle, that you are not the type that somebody would waste his or her time, a window shopper goes away. When a window shopper sees that nobody attends to him or her in a shopping mall or in a shop, they goes off very quick. So don't give attention to window shoppers. Don't make yourself like every commodity. When you go to buy sportswear, go to Nike shop, you want to buy sportswear, you go to Nike shop or any shop, Adidas shop, you want to buy sportswear, they don't allow you to test it. They say, no, you can't test it. No, you can't try it. You should know your size before coming. You should know whether you want small size, medium size, extra large, double XL. So you should know your size. And you say, I like slim women, I like chubby women. And you should know your size. Go for your size. Everything is built according to your size. So if everybody keep on testing, they will have clothing that are of less value. Clothing that are of less value. So if you want a guy to know how valuable you are, you have to act like you are valuable. You have to. Nobody is perfect. Everybody have history. Everybody have history. People changes with time. There are some men that have involved in pedophile activity, rape activity and all that, which is so horrible. They can't come and tell you, even when they have changed, because you will see them in a bad light. They want you to see them as a valuable commodity. So they can't say everything. Now there is something I want to say, because most guys, part of the reasons why most guys go for red light street ladies, or what we call primarily harlots and all that, is because most guys are not bold enough to say what they want. Most guys are not bold enough. You see, a grown-up guy is shy to tell a woman that I like you. To tell a woman, I want us to go for dinner. I want us to go for lunch. Or to tell a woman, your dress is nice. Or to say a woman, please, what's your name? Or to tell a woman, please, can I ask you something? To sit a woman down and ask, please, can I know a little bit about you? Most guys are not bold enough to do such. So at the end of the day, they reduce themselves to buying commodities. You have to grow up. You have to understand you cannot achieve anything in life unless you stand out and stand up boldly for what you want. And no woman will take you serious if you are not bold enough to say what you want. It's like you see somebody, you just you give a gift, you do this, you send money to somebody, you kept on doing it, the person will say thank you, this, that, and in your mind, you think in your mind you already dating somebody. When you have mouth, you cannot talk, you don't ask questions. You think by gift or by whatever you're doing, you've already won the heart. And you see that man, when the lady comes to you and said, you know, some ladies can be wicked, some ladies can do some funny thing. They will bring one man and say, this person is the person that has been helping me, and this person wants to marry me. And you see the man frowning. You never said your intention. You are not bold enough to say what you want. Don't be afraid of no. Don't be afraid of no when you ask out. If you ask somebody out and the person say no, don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Everything will not work according to your own way. Rejection is direction. Don't stop trying when you are rejected. And you cannot grow if you don't try. You can't grow if you don't try. So you have to be bold enough and stand up and say what you want. Take your time. Yes. So you have to understand that. So if a guy is not bold enough to talk to you and expects you to make the move. So some guys want a woman to tell them, I love you, bro, I love you. How? How can you distort what God created? Any man that wants a woman to make a move, it takes a lot. He should tell the woman that this man will run away the moment you make mistake. This man cannot even stand for you, or he can't even stand with you in a moment of difficulties. Because he's not bold enough to stand and say what he wants. So do you think he will be bold enough when there is difficulties or problem in your relationship? He will run away. It does not take money for a man to win a woman's heart. It doesn't take money for a man to win a woman's heart. All a woman needs is attention. All a woman needs is protection. It doesn't take money for a man to win a woman's heart. So money doesn't, in fact, money makes some men to be arrogant in relationship. Money makes some men to be arrogant in relation because they think, I have money, I can talk to anybody. So you see, some men that are on money don't respect women. Some men that are on money does not respect women. So money makes some men to be arrogant. So they think that the yardstick for their boldness is the money they have. After all, I have money to get everything I want. I'm calling you, you are doing, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you. No. Most of the people that have ended up in a very wonderful relationship, that have led to wonderful marriages, they never started when they were rich. No. They were bored. Some ladies accept some men by the way they approach them. Wow. I'm so startled that you are so bold to come to me. And that's why most men, that's why 80% of men are scared of rich women. They don't want to go into a relationship. So they think the money from the woman is an intimidation to them. No. It shows you don't know what you want. It shows you are not bold enough. But if you can look beyond that and offer your value, a woman can respect you even with everything she has. You still go out of your way, no matter the little you have, to still provide for the woman. She respects you. Not that you collect money from her, you collect 1 million from her to buy things of 55,000 for her. No. There are some men that till today, their wives earn more money than them, and they still provide for the family comfortably without talking, without saying a word. So most of them, it is whenever they are doing their birthday that you see those women surprising their husband. That's maturity. That's maturity. That's maturity. So, how can I attract a guy with little or no effort? A quick summary from the ladies. 1. Keep parts of your life to yourself. That is the summary of everything I've been talking. Keep part of your life to yourself. Keep the mystery alive. Don't tell it all. Don't say it all. Keep some mysteries. Keep some things down. The experiences you have had in life is for your future. Don't open your mouth and start saying so many things that are not relevant. Keep your past. I don't want to hear about your past. I don't want to hear what you did in the street, how you acted. No. I don't want to hear your experiences. Secondly, don't be a noisemaker. Men love peace. Men love tranquility. Men don't want argument. How can a man and a woman be arguing every time? No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No, let me tell you something. I'm right. You want to prove you are right? At the end of the day, you will be wrong. Because nobody wants to stick with somebody that wants to prove she's right always. I'm not saying you shouldn't make your points. I'm not saying you shouldn't. No. But know the right way. Not at the moment. Every man has an ego. It is residence in their Y chromosome. So allow them to flirt it. Allow them to flirt it. Limit phone calls and chat. Don't take time. Don't stay on. You are talking with one man from morning to night. Very soon you will bug him. If you don't have job, if you don't have anything you are doing, if you don't have anything that occupy your space, on television, keep watching television. Let the man think you have something valuable doing for yourself. Pretend that you do. If not, one day the man will ask you, don't you have anything doing? He will say, why do you? I say, no, I just want to know. He has sized you, he has known. Never accept quickie dates. A man calls you Friday morning to take you out Friday evening, saying, or even Friday afternoon, saying, no problem. No, don't accept that. Don't accept that. Whenever such a call comes, say, oh, I'm sorry. I wish you informed me sooner or earlier. I wish you, so that the man will add value to you. And he will know that this person is not somebody I can just pick up anytime. Some men that values women can even book a date or an outing with a woman a month before the time, 2 weeks before the time, 3 weeks before the time. And if something comes up that he knows that he can no more go out with the lady or anything, he will tell the woman like 3-4 days before the time. Not on that day, few hours, oh, something just came up. The man has no value for you. So all this will add up to your social value. So to my guys, I have few words for you. To my guys, I have few words for you. Like I said before, if you are too scared to talk to a woman, just know, accept the fact that you are not man enough. If you are too scared, you are scared of a woman, to talk to a woman, just know you are not yet man enough. You just have to go in, rebuild yourself, come out again. Practice make perfect. You perfect by, things grow with time. You see a man and a woman in the house, they went for outing. The other day, I think I was driving with my wife, and we were in a traffic jam. I saw 2 people seated, a man and a woman seated. They have their drinks before them. This one was pressing her phone. The man was pressing his phone. Nobody was talking to each other. The thing actually got my attention. I was just, wow. Look at 2 people that came out for a date, and what they are actually communicating with is their phones. Is their phones. So they will stay there for hours. At the end of the day, they will sip and finish whatever drink that were before them, and they will say, waiter, can I have the bill? Let's go. And tomorrow the man will say he took a woman out. No. Every outing has a reason. It might just be for fun. It might just be for the adventure. You go there, keep your phone muted. Share some life things, social things. Don't dive into your personal history, your family history, how your father worships oracle, how your mother was a witchcraft, and now you repented. No. Ask valuable questions that are relevant to the day, update of the time. You don't just, no. Don't mess up the time. So if you are scared to start up, things should be started up in a proper way. That's why some women don't respect some men. So you have to buckle up. You have to buckle up. And let me say this. Like when I started, I said, if you don't have self-control, control of your physical body, you are not yet ready for a relationship. I had one problem growing up. This problem was when I decided that, hey, I'm going to be celibate. When I decided I was going to be celibate, that was in the year 2001. And I was actually into it until a decade and above. I discovered something. When I come close to a woman, my body system will change. My mind is not going to anything negative, but my body system will change because my action has actually separated me from having social interaction with ladies. So anytime I try to stay with somebody to talk, my body system will change. I now have to work on myself. So what I do is, after like Sunday service, I will tell somebody, can we go out for lunch? The person will stay like this, I will stay, we'll be talking. My body system will change. We are in a public place, you can't do anything. I was talking to myself so I can control myself. With that, I was able to regain my ability to have self-control over my physical body. The same way with a man is the same way with a woman. You have to have control over your emotion. No matter what a guy does for you, no matter what a man does for you, no matter anything, don't lose control of your emotion. If you lose it, you are releasing the prize so quick. Be a man. Take control. You control the pace of the relationship. A woman can do anything to make a man that she loves happy. A woman can do anything to make a man that she loves happy. So, but for you to control it, you have to stand up as a man. Take control. Protect that woman. Protect that woman. Some men cannot give a woman anything, both monetary value, advice, if they don't get anything in return. Listen, even if it's somebody on the street, red light street lady, you meet red light street lady, you take the girl home, and when you go home to your house, you see the girl that said to her, how much do you need for the day? For the whole day. She tells you, you counted the money and you give her, you say, I just want you to relax. Don't do anything. Just stay here. Tomorrow you can go. I'm not pleased seeing some of you on the street. That lady might go out tomorrow and continue what she was doing or what she's doing. But until the end of time, she can never forget you. She will always respect you. But give that woman 1 billion and sleeps with her. Your 1 billion is trash. Another 1 billion is needed. She can't say anything to you. So you have to understand that you are in control of the relationship. You have to understand that. Have a responsibility to take care of the ladies. You have a responsibility to take care of the ladies' spirituality, physicality, and emotion. It's your responsibility. That's why God punished Adam because it was his responsibility to protect the wife physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So just know that it's your responsibility to control a woman spiritually, physically, emotionally. Always leave a woman better than you met her. Always leave a woman better than you met her. Don't leave a woman more battered than you met her. Don't leave a woman more battered than you met her if the relationship never led to marriage. Always leave a woman far more better than you met her if the relationship never led to marriage. Don't leave her battered than you met her, more battered than you met her if the relationship never led to marriage. You are a wound binder. You are a wound binder. When a woman comes to you, she needs succor. Bind the wound, protect her, sustain her. Sustain her. You have to ask yourself a question. How many women can gladly say to their husband, I am a better wife today, if not because of this man? I am a better wife today, if not because of this person. How many women can say to their husband boldly that I am better? You met me a good woman. You met me the way you met me because of this man. I dated this man and he honored my body. He honored my worth. And he preserved my dignity. How many women can say that about you? How many women? Are you a hunter? Are you the one that anything that comes on your way has to be butchered? Are you that kind of person? You have to have a rethink. You have to have a rethink. I've shared the story of a young lady I met that was around 2 a.m. in the night. 2 a.m. Her clothes was torn. I was driving out from a house. That time we have a house. One of my boys have already gone home. His house, I was keeping it. So I went to wash my clothes because the washing machine was far more better than mine. Driving out, saw an African girl, lady. Her clothes was torn apart. Security men surrounded her. I stopped. They say, okay, see, Africa. The lady ran, covered herself. I said, what is the problem? She opened the door, she entered the car. What is it? She said, a young guy called her for the night. And she came to meet the guy not knowing that the girlfriend now came as well. And the girlfriend is a local lady. She has always been going to the house. So she now went, as she now knocked on the door, the lady opened the door. The young man denied her. The young lady tore her clothes, beat her, pushed her away. As a man, choices were set before me. So I said to her, what do you want to do? She used my phone. She called whoever she wanted to call. I booked taxi for her. I counted the money the man was to give her. I said, take this money, enter transportation. This is for your transportation. Take this money and go. She took my phone. She sent a friend request to a man that would have come to pick her because she didn't know I was going to give her money. The next day, I saw a friend request. It was the lady. I accepted. What she wrote on my birthday that year made me cry. She went to my inbox, she wrote a long essay. So most people have met people, but they've not met people that are different. So you can be a different person from today. You can change. You can be better. You can, it's not all about, no, we are in the world, we are not of the world. Finally, sex is a marriage game. Sex is a marriage game. If you are not ready to play the game, don't dive into it. Sex is a marriage game that comes with a higher responsibility. That comes with a higher responsibility. Sex is a marriage game. So we've lost so many things in life, spiritually, physically, because of how abusive we have applied the things that God has created for a specific purpose. So always know that sex is a marriage game. No matter how smart you are, you don't have to abuse. You don't have to. You have to apply restriction. You have to apply self-control. It's a marriage game. If you are not ready to raise children, if you are not ready to allow your income to look so stagnant because of raising children and paying for school fees, paying for house rent, taking care of your wife, if you are not ready to buy pampers and diapers, if you are not ready to wake up 2 a.m. in the night and drive your child to clinic, or your wife or any of your children to clinic, if you are not ready to wake up early in the morning as early as 6 o'clock to birth children and to prepare them to school, if you are not ready to train your children to be men, or to train your daughter to be a woman of virtue, if you're not ready for all those things, don't get involved in the sex game. Because at the end of the day, the sex game can lead to unwanted pregnancy, can lead to so many things. It can lead to sickness. Some people have lost their lives because they played the sex game. They wanted to be smart about it. At the end of the day, they lose their lives. We had a story of somebody a young lady that was raped and murdered in a church. Now, from the story, we understood that it was actually somebody or pastor who actually asked, who actually impregnated the lady, and they wanted to cover it up. The lady said no, she can't abort. He had to call people to, finish up the game. That is the issue. You are always at the age. That's why when you have sexual intercourse with a woman, because you say you love her, but you can't trust her. Now you have sexual intercourse with her and you are sick. The first place your mind goes is, hey, HIV, syphilis, staphylococcus, STD. But that was the person you are saying you love, because you can't trust her. Because she has already given it. She has given you a diamond prize when you never fought for anything. You never contested for anything. So because you never contested for anything, you cannot trust the person that so quickly dashed you a prize without contesting for it. So whenever you do that, your mind will always that something else has happened. You'll be thinking, well, have I not carried syphilis? Have I not carried staphylococcus gloria, whatever, you know? So it's a game. At the end of the day, some people, after doing one or two things, they will be waiting for 30 days to see whether they will hear picking story. And to hear, I have not seen my P. Say, what do you mean? So you have to understand the dimensions of life. So I decided for us to go into this teaching so that we will understand and know how to apply some things to life, so we don't actually make mistakes that are costly. We don't actually make mistakes that are costly. And I believe in one way or the other, we have learned one thing or the other. We have learned one thing or the other. I don't know whether we have learned something. I don't know whether God have used me to speak to your mind. I don't know. Or if you have question, you can just drop your question. Just can drop your question in anything that is confusing to you. But I don't know if you have actually learned something. Then you have to help me let somebody actually know or share the live stream. If there is any question, if you have question, you can ask me. 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 In the absence of any question, can we call it a day? Can we call it a day? No question, right? Well understood. No question. Is it well understood? I'm waiting for response. I'm waiting for response. Well understood? All right. So, if you are coming in, if you are not been following, please, I will advise you to go and watch the clip once again. You will learn one or two things. It will help you correct one or two things and all that. So I want to appreciate us, and please, for people, for people that will watch, because most of this thing will be taken to my YouTube channel. So I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. After now, my editor, my wife, will do some adjustment and put some in my YouTube channel. So please, for those who would watch, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Emmanuel Eze, and God bless you all. Can we pray? Father, we thank you. We bless your name. Thank you for a time as this. Thank you for the moment in your presence. Lord, we thank you for having taught us on what we need to do so that our lives will advance, so that we can regain our value in life, so that we can regain our worth in life, so that we can regain our respect and dignity in life, so that our relationship can grow from one stage to the other. Father, we thank you. We ask, oh Lord, that you give us the strength, the enablement, the wisdom, and the ability to abide by all that we've heard. Oh Lord, give us a spirit of self-control in the name of Jesus. Lord God Almighty, you've made us to understand that love is the greatest. Love is the greatest of all. Oh Lord, we ask you give us the strength, the enablement, not to distort the applications of love in the mighty name of Jesus. For us to love with a pure heart, with a pure spirit and pure mind in the name of Jesus. Lord, we bless your name. Thank you, Abba Father. Thank you, Eternal Rock of Ages. Thank you, King of Glory. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you all. God bless you. Please, by tomorrow, not tonight, by tomorrow, 12 midnight Malaysia time, 12 midnight. Tomorrow we are starting on the first. Not the fasting is not starting today. The fasting is starting 12 midnight tomorrow. 12 midnight tomorrow. Starting on the first. 12 midnight tomorrow. So please, we are starting our 21 days fasting, and God is doing a lot of things. After now, I will send the flyer so you can also help to send the flyer. Our prayers will always, for that 21 days, will be 12 midnight every day. 12 midnight every day. And I've spoken with our keyboardist. Most times he will be coming to my house for us to close the prayer. So anybody that would also want to be coming around to close the prayers can as well indicate. You come to my house. I'm trying to fix my studio and all that, but I believe God, within a short period of time, everything will be okay in this place, in this my studio. So on this premise, I leave you with the peace of God. I leave you with the blessings of God. I leave you with the hope that no power will distort. May God bless you all, keep you strong. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Thank you all.